So during the COVID shenanigans, I I knew that I couldn't um, just outright stigmatize somebody if they believed that there was something going around killing 7.5 million people. Of course, you know, there's reason behind the logic until you've seen something that exposed it. Like they were saying, we're wearing a mask not to protect ourselves, but to protect other people. But then they put the masks on like 4-year-olds. And I was like, are we supposed to protect them? And in their stage of growth, aren't they supposed to get a lot of air? Because they exciting, running, they don't have one speed. You could stunt their growth. So, but like, I guess, like, I was like, you know, you can't just blame these people. Like, there's high, the peak of mind control and coercion is undergoing, and everything isn't, like, nothing is what it seems. So it might seem like they're callous, and they might think that they have some fortitudinal character from being mindful, wearing a mask. So I try to show them empathy. Like, I still end up getting a shouting match, though. They don't let you show them empathy when they think when they're being self-righteous, you know what I mean? Like, they won't allow it. Like, you can't show me empathy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to this day, if you go to a revolutionary communist meeting, they expect you to come in with a mask. Your mask on and shit. To this day. So it's like, you know, my better judgment told me back in 2008 to stop getting the cold and flu shots. Then, you know, I got sick one more time. It was like, I got a cold that lasted like a whole year. And then I was like, oh shit. Like, that was the tricky time. Like, are you gonna go and get a vaccine or something like that? And I was like, no, just wait. And fucking after that, I never got sick. I never got a cold or a flu in almost 2 decades. Or like almost 2 decades that it's been since 2008. Not one cold or not one flu. Just that one that was like where people got to know me as the guy who's always sick. Like right after I stopped taking it. Like, it was like, you got sick and it lasted like a year and a half. It was sniffling all the time. I always just tell people that it's, you know, early in the morning or whatever. Because, you know, early in the morning you have running up. I had a question. I asked somebody a question and it turned into a shouting match. I was like, who told you that kids need to have a mask? Like, and he got super defensive and forgot that he was there protecting his child, and he wanted to fight me, and he was like crossing the street to try to fight me because I asked him a question. It's kind of snarky, you know, and walking away because I feel that's, you know, I'm kind of torn between, are these people totally chumps? By the time that you have to put a mask on a fucking 4-year-old to stunt their growth to protect everybody, are you showing them, is that like raising them the right way with like a fortitudinal characteristic of consideration? Or is this like part of the, you know, part of the scam, right? Like, so like, if you saw somebody get shaken down and robbed, a little bit empathy, right? But these people don't really show that empathy because there's like, they think if they trick one more soul or something, like it's gonna all work out or something. Like there's like, they thought that they were gonna eradicate anybody with a soul having not been able to exist because we all sacrificed her divinity to somebody with a glorified salesman's title that sounded like a doctor who can't even throw a baseball. So instead they acted like you were the one that was like scary and everything, not somebody who can't throw a fucking baseball. throw out the first pitch or whatever. Like COVID, and he's the fucking hero of COVID, throwing out the first pitch. Then if you want, I mean, like, there's this one evil bad guy that, like, it was like everybody has this option to hate this one-dimensional evil, all to go together to make it seem like you have some fortitudinal character. So people still remember from, just like you're transfixed by the mask. Once you put on the mask, I just remember you by that mask, you know? Like, they just remember you from not wearing a mask, or then they feel guilty and you want to show them empathy and they want to block you from showing them empathy, because that changes the narrative. It exposes it. You were exposed before I had empathy. You were exposed when I recognized that there was no strategic reason for you to mask a child, when you're trying to say that all, like, there's no grown-ups, like, we're all cucked, nobody has no divinity. Like, it's okay, just do what you want to do. So I was yelling at this guy, like, you just do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm trying to ask a question, like, I can't get no answer, so you must just be doing what you want to fucking do. And that dude wanted to fight me. And I was like, I can't fight you in front of your kid, and I'm walking away. Fucking, where's the you don't even have judgment, let alone actual real version of compassion. You don't even have judgment. But then there's the, you know, like, you had to do this because, like, your productivity depended on it. Okay, I understand, but they're still trying to trick. Like, you can't trick me. You can't fucking trick me, Dodo. But as long as they think that they can, then they just keep on being deceptive. They just keep on, like fucking, when will they ever wake up? Like, when shit like that. But if they wake up, then they have to be like, admit that you're not, like, inciting. I'm not trying to incite you or anything like that. It was just a very stressful time, because what I seen was everybody getting coerced. We're supposed to be like the most powerful nation in the country, in the world, and our fucking citizens are chumps. They're like little weak-kneed, little penny-ante, poop butt, sucker ass, jive turkey motherfuckers. But I don't hate you or anything. That's like the biggest sin ever. It's like, you have a healthy hatred for depraved indifference, and shit. What are we gonna ever do with you? Whatever are we gonna do with you? And now is like going back to normal, and then that's like threats. Like, nothing I say on my own behalf or energy I expend to trying to defend myself is ever gonna work. But there are some energies in the cosmos that unscramble the matrix. Sooner or later, you go back to normal, and you have to recognize who people actually are. And the only people that are not, don't have to, are the ones that can't speak English. Just like when I perceive that they're looking at me crazy and I don't know what I did to them, I'll make up something. Like, I misinterpreted that they were saying, I'll just like get mad, you know what I mean? And then later on I'll be like, oh, I misinterpreted, I'm sorry, I'm my fuck up. And then squash the beef. And it's like, yeah, I'm apologizing for something different. And fucking, it works. That's why they need to get deported, because they can't be good faith and not throw somebody under the bus when they're trying to protect their feelings. The same way I try to protect my feelings all the time. I think I can't recognize somebody that is protecting their feelings, but because they can't speak English. But the danger is that it's like they just make a villain out of somebody just for attention, and then they just like thrive in it. And it's like, that's not true. Like, It's like you're acting like it's like there's this menace and nobody's bothering you. Like nobody getting at you like what you say. It's just not a good look. It just looks trash. And then like Fauci is like trash to me, even though he looks reputable to everybody, and probably think that he's like some kind of proactive hero or something like that. You can't even throw out a first pitch. Like the real villains is not somebody that you think is like brutish. It's somebody who can't throw a baseball. And everybody feeling like they're like this flatten the curve shit. Well, it's over now, and I don't think it has as much power as it did before. But revolutionary communists are, I don't know, like if they're successful, if it's smart, if it's stupid, if they, it's like they're driving me out of town. I'm gonna go into a hermitage. I'm gonna expel myself. Like it's not like one of those STFU situations where everybody needs survival. Like, and you can only survive with a community that helps each other out. This is before that, so I could do the loner thing and live because there's still supplies. I can use a lighter. I don't need to make a hand drill fire pump thing. I could still do a lot of things over it. But meanwhile, they're fucking crying victim and actually pushing me out of society because of what you see. Not because I can't vocalize and make arguments on my own behalf to try to affect nothing. It's just based on, you can tell, like you still have observation. You're marked out for your observing faculty, for your faculty of observation. And so they can't be stupid. They must know something, but the fact is that you care, not them. You can urge them to care, and it's not their ability. It's not their strong suit. It's not their superpower. They're devoid. But they'll always have you know something. Like, I will always tell you something like, yeah. So, but at least one thing I could say is funny is that I survived something worse than a Holocaust. 6 million people died in the Holocaust. 7.5 million people died in COVID. That makes me a survivor of something worse than a Holocaust. What do you know? Just like all the Holocaust survivors today, they weren't in fucking concentration camps. They just survived the time zone they just survived the age of the era that the Holocaust was in. And now they think that they're super fucking duper, like, they got fucking, what's it called? Intersectionality points. Don't rebel against, if they want to have intersectionality points, fucking choke on it. Choke on it, shit. You fucking generic fucking bastard. You generic minorities. Choke on this shit. Fuck. You guys need to, if you don't have it, then you'll fucking make another one and fucking have that.